Step Up Your Game Day. I'm A.M. Grabelny. Nice to see you all. I am not joined by James Spencer this week, so I went out and I got two guests for this week's episode because I can't do this alone. So, Jim, Richard, we're going to do some introductions here real quick. First, I'm A.M. Grabelny. I'm one of the hosts of Step Up Your Game Day, the developer advocate for AWS GameDay. Let's start with you, Jim. Tell us, who are you?
Man, I don't know if I can match that enthusiasm. Holy cow. I'm still rocking from that intro song.
Right? Yeah, the intro song is amazing.
That is, it's
I wrote it, actually.
Nice. Did you play with that guitar back there too? Or?
No, I didn't. I don't know how to play a guitar, actually. That's just for decoration.
Huh. Just kidding. So I'm Jim DeHart. I'm a partner SA on the GameDay team, and I put together some of the content we're going to be going through today.
Yeah, the quest builder for today's quest of Secure Legends. The quest builder himself is here with us, and of course, who could forget Richard Boyd? Richard, what work might we know you from?
Oh, you might know me from such things as who are you and what are you doing in my house? This is the last time I'm telling you, you're not invited to the family reunion. And my personal favorite, Richard, I've told you for the last time, you don't work here anymore. I think those are my most famous pieces of work. But on the side, I do a little bit of product management for AWS Cloud9.
Nice. So anybody who wants new things added to Cloud9 just should DM Richard on Twitter, right? Directly. Is that?
Yep. Yeah. Just write it on Twitter, and I have a deal with Elon where he just prints them out and mails them to me, and I see any tweet related to Cloud9, and he just shows up my mailbox like the owls from Harry Potter.
What is Cloud9, Richard? For anybody who's unfamiliar, which of course no one would. I'm not suggesting that anyone would be unfamiliar.
I mean, it's the most popular AWS service by far. Like, it's not even a competition. If it were a competition, we'd be winning, but it's not. But it's a cloud-based IDE that allows you to, write, test, debug application code without having to install anything locally. It's a browser-based IDE.
All right. So if anyone is joining us for the first time, you have stumbled upon Step Up Your Game Day. This is a show all about AWS GameDay. If you've never heard of AWS GameDay, we're going to talk about what that is before we get started playing our game today. But we're going to play live today with you all in chat a real game from one of our Game Day series called Secure Legends. So today we're doing all things security. Richard, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but do you mind showing your shirt?
Oh, I thought you were gonna put me on the spot, just stand over here on the spot. Yeah, I got my.
You didn't hit your mark, Richard?
I did not. Oh,
look at that. Unicorn security. That's what we're going to be dealing with today.
Yes.
I really appreciate the dedication to the craft, Richard.
I'm envious. That shirt is just absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the quick intro to Game Day, and we'll do a more in-depth intro. We'll talk to Jim actually about Game Day, since he's a Quest developer himself. But the quick intro to Game Day is it's a hands-on event that you play typically in teams, where you get access to a real live free AWS account with some pre-existing architecture deployed out to it. And you're going to build on that architecture throughout the event. It's usually a couple hours long. Strange things are going to happen, though, while you're playing. Things are going to turn off, turn on, explode. You're going to have to go figure out how to fix all of these things, too. And, you get points. Both positive and negative points, Richard. So we're going to be scored today in front of a live audience.
Or you don't get points if you're these two.
Wow, a lot of faith in us, Richard, from Jim.
Well, I'm not.
I gotta
talk
talk back.
We get no negative points. It's never mind. That was a bad joke.
No, there's a timer that counts down like so every minute you don't do something, you lose. No, I don't know. I'm just making that up.
Oh, is this like speed, where if you're typing really fast, below 55 words per minute?
That'd be a good idea for something. Like, if it doesn't, your whole environment's destroyed. You have to link it back to your production accounts. They go to, like, make it real,
I'm immediately transported back to like my computer class in the 90s where we had to practice typing. Like that was and they measured our words per minute. Wow, that just sent me to a dark place.
Then the nun slept your.
I'm gonna have to leave, everybody. I'm really depressed now thinking about school. Anyway, I'll get over it. So we're gonna play a game today. We're going to be playing the vulnerability management quest from Secure Legends. Jim, do you want to give us an obviously don't give us answers, but do you want to? I'll probably ask you a few questions about what it's like developing a game, things like that. But before we jump into that, do you want to talk about, your perspective of Game Day and what it brings to the table and why you should play a Game Day, why you should, care about this show that we're on currently?
Yeah, I should have brought my note card so I don't get in trouble from my boss, but I'll riff it. So really the point of Game Day is to use gamified learning to, push through the overall learning objectives of the content that we have out there. So like we try to make it, engaging and interesting for the participants. So you're doing pretty standard like DevOps tasks or security tasks, but we add that overall theme and those gamified elements, like you mentioned, like scoring and things like that, to really pull the people in. And we found that, by doing that, the people take home more. Like they learn better, they learn more, which is, really what our objective is, to teach people. So,
which is strange because when I take things home from work, I get yelled at.
You can't steal couches from the lounge.
That's Richard. What are you doing? We have to talk after the show. It sounds like you need some help. And
okay, well, I have a couch here that we can use.
I don't want to know where you got the couch. Now, everybody is pouring in to watch. Everybody's on various different streaming platforms. We're streaming right now to LinkedIn, to Twitch, and to Twitter. Welcome to everyone. I'm monitoring chat. I've got chat up in multiple different windows. So as we're playing, I'm going to ask all of you to please help us. Because Richard and I shouldn't speak for both of us, but I will. We're helpless. So
it'd be funny if you gave them wrong answers, though. I'll just throw that out there.
That could be good too. You could absolutely tell us some wrong things. I love seeing all the different places that people are coming in from. I gotta highlight Houston, Texas. That's where I'm from. So.
Oh yeah, LinkedIn user. Yeah, okay.
I know.
Yeah.
Fake.
Our StreamYard connection is not.
They go to a different social network. You wouldn't know them.
You wouldn't know them. They're in a different social network. That's
She's from Canada. It's okay.
Houston, Texas, Canada, huh? That would be in the Alberta province, I would guess. That's like the Texas of Canada. Anyway,
now we're in trouble.
I've been to both. I like we're good friends. I live in Texas. I've been to Alberta many times. Big oil and gas presence in both. That's all I'm saying. They both have rodeos too. Stampede
really?
in Calgary and the Houston rodeo for sure.
I can't imagine a Canadian rodeo. It'd be like, sorry, I didn't mean to get you with my horns.
Well, the bulls aren't Canadian. The bulls are from wherever bulls come from.
Yeah,
like the farm upstate, I guess.
Okay. Somehow I'm going to get us back onto the path by here's what I'll do. I'll pull up the GameDay UI. So I've already loaded in our games. If you were at a real Game Day event yourself right now, you would come in and get access to an AWS account and also log into this console right here. It's beautiful, isn't it? You get that unicorn logo up here. I love it. One thing that we're going to be paying close attention to, Richard, is this little scoreboard here. We got 0 points.
Yes.
Wow, I hope you get first place.
Yes.
We're winning. We are winning. Just
not first, you're last. In this case, we are both first and last.
Another great tip that James and I usually tell everybody is, as you are playing a game, if you're maybe lost or confused about what's going on, this score events page is a really helpful location to go check out, because this will tell you what's going on in terms of, points that you've lost, points that you've gained, and it'll usually have a little description. So we'll go check on this score event thing later once we actually get into the quests themselves as well. So I think the big giant all caps "start here" message here tells us what we need to do, doesn't it, Richard?
It could be a trick. Jim has been known to try to trip us up from time to time.
That's true.
You shouldn't listen to the start here, because people don't always.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe that's where we finish.
So this quest is part of the overall Secure Legends GameDay, and we've used it at previous events, and it's generally a four quests with the puzzle quest, and you'll see the point of the puzzle quest momentarily. If you're not familiar with the quest format, we kind of break different challenges out into individual quests. So like when you're working with your team, you can say, hey, if you're good with whatever this challenge is involved with, you can go in there and tackle that one, or you can pair up, or the whole team can just do every single one at the same time. We
get some good questions from chat already. Why the unicorn, right?
Because they're fabulous.
That's true.
That's it.
That's true. There is a backstory that I usually make James cover, because I am not as steeped in the unicorn rentals lore as James. James is our other co-host who's not currently here. He's at Disney World, I believe, actually. So
is
kind of mad at him. It's the one in Florida.
Okay, I mix up those two, and there's some people who are very pedantic, like, you mean Disney World, and it's like, it doesn't matter. It's where the mouse lives.
No, it does matter.
How does it
deeply matters? Which one?
They're both the happiest place on earth. Like, how could it matter?
One is the most magical place.
The most magical place. I'm sorry. Waffle House is the happiest place on earth. I apologize for mixing this up.
So Unicorn Rentals is the backstory for AWS GameDay. When you are joining a GameDay team, you're actually not just joining a team. You are now employed by Unicorn.Rentals, which is a startup that is in the legendary animal rental market. So you can rent a unicorn for a number of hours, I guess, or minutes. I don't know. You ride the unicorn to whatever destination you're trying to get to. It's like Uber, but for unicorns. Anyway, so you are on the new engineering staff that's just been hired up, and usually the other engineering staff that had been working there is no longer there. I like to say that they won the lottery collectively. They play like the lottery pool, and they all won and left. And so you have to come in, and you have to actually fix all the stuff that they broke. So that's what we'll be doing here today.
This is not the most magical place on earth. That's
I have to agree with the Disney World Amazing Magic as well. We also got a question. What do points give you? A sense of pride and accomplishment? Is that?
Well, if you get enough points, you get to host the show.
Really?
Yes.
That's not how I got the hosting job.
If you break the barrier, you win a unicorn. No.
I'm here. I had more points than anyone has ever been able to
look, I have 0 points.
Well, so, you have to earn your job every day to keep hosting the show.
Oh, okay.
What is it? Where the challenges are made up and the points don't matter? Is that what it is? Is that the quote?
Points very much matter here. It's strict. We only want the most hardcore unicorn rental engineers.
So during a live, go ahead, Jim. You explain it.
During a live event, when we have multiple teams, not just the one, the team with the most, usually the top 3 teams win some kind of prize. That's how we do it. Keep it kind of competitive in the arena.
Yeah, usually there's a lot more people on this scoreboard than just Richard and me. But since we're just playing for you all, we're the only team you get. It's not the team. It's not the team you want, but it's the team you deserve.
If we were doing this live, would you recommend spending 20 minutes goofing off before getting started?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It's called team building, Richard.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It's called team building, and we're only at 15 minutes in. So as long as we get started in the next 5 minutes, we'll be under your. Oh, and look, we already did. There we go.
There you go.
Wait, we're in first.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Let's keep it that way.
Go to the back end quick and change that now.
So I'm going to ask throughout, Jim, maybe while we're thinking through things and reading and playing, I'd love to hear your thoughts about the philosophy behind building a quest. You know, to paraphrase one of my favorite movies, Empire Records, who knows where thoughts come from? They just appear. That's what I'd like to hear from you, Jim. How do you get the ideas to build something like Secure Legends? Where do you come up with the challenges? What are good challenges? That type of thing. So throughout, like as we're playing, and maybe there's a lull, you know, can you maybe just share some of those ideas with us too?
Yeah.
Cool.
Real quick though, I just saw on the chat somebody says sucks that we can't play. Talk to your account team. You can play
if you've got an account team. So yes, that's another. We didn't cover this.
Was I allowed to say that? I don't know.
Sure, absolutely. Okay. So if you are an AWS customer and you do have an AWS account team, like a solutions architect or an account manager or something like that, you can request for them to put a game day on specifically for you. If you don't have one of those things, if you're just out there, you know, builder out in the community, we are also looking to put on more AWS game day events at places where you might go, like an AWS meetup. If you have a place like that you'd like us to run a game day, love to hear from you. Please put it in chat. You know, you can DM me on Twitter or put it on Twitter, like Richard said, for feedback on Cloud9. We're looking to always run more game days to get you the ability to play, the opportunity to play one of these game days. So, you know, if you want to play at meetups, if you want to play at some third-party conferences that aren't AWS conferences, that's another place that we put on game days too. If you happen to be at an AWS conference, be sure to check if there's a game day there. And I'll put in chat the actual link to our landing page for game day so you can go look at the calendar to see any upcoming events. So places like Summits, Reinforce, reInvent, there are usually game days going on at those things.
Yep.
But yeah, we're always looking to put on more game days. So please tell us. We're in progress. I'm sure we're losing points right now, Richard.
Oh, no, it's okay. I've already solved this first puzzle.
You've already solved the puzzle?
Yes.
Dang it.
I feel like we're on wheel right now. Would you like
well,
to solve the puzzle?
Well, yeah. So it starts with we went on. It says that 3 times, and that's followed by an ellipses, which is 3 dots.
3 dots.
But then there's ellipses throughout the rest of it, but there's none on the 3rd line. This number 3 keeps coming up, so I think we should log into the console and go to the 3rd most popular service right away.
The 3rd most.
You're about to make some team real mad.
What is the 3rd most popular? I don't want to.
I'm just the ideas guy. I don't get into specifics like that.
They do say 3 is a magic number. That's true.
Yeah.
I thought 2 was the magic number.
3
is the No, that's 1. 1 is the loneliest number.
1 is the loneliest. 3 is the magic number. Oh, yes, it is. It's a magic number.
And the crowd.
We've got a former employee had the following page ripped from a book hidden under their keyboard.
Oh, this is their password.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Look, once completed, each quest will return a piece of the final puzzle. Can you solve it?
Put in 3.
It's like Voltron. Or yes, like Voltron. You got to put them all together.
You just want me to put in 3? We're gonna lose points on this, Richard.
Wait. Do we lose points if you have a wrong guess?
Maybe.
I think so. I don't remember.
I don't know. Jim knows this because he built the quest.
Maybe so. Maybe no. You never know.
You roll the dice.
YOLO, man.
I think we should type out the word 3.
Are you sure it's English? Maybe it's unicornese or the magical unicorn language.
Yeah, unicorn.
It's French.
They are fancy, so that could fit.
So okay, this is if you've never played a game day, this is what you should expect. It's a little ambiguous. There is not really a step-by-step guide here, and you got to go figure out what to do, right? So we've got credentials management, data classification. We have vulnerability management. We're going to play that. Do we have to have all 4 quests, Jim, to be able to solve this puzzle?
The final one, yeah. But if you click on the vulnerability management quest,
I haven't started that quest yet.
Well, you'll see what the text is for. And
really, one that's cool, and this is very good for us, ranked 1 out of 5, where 1 is least difficult. I doubt that, knowing Jim. But it also tells us what services we're going to be looking at: ECR, ECS, code build, code pipeline. These are all in your wheelhouse, right, Richard?
Yes.
Okay.
Sweet.
Are you lying?
Yes.
Oh, man. It should have got a better teammate.
It's like that like riddle of like one guard always lies and one always tells the truth.
This is
no one told which guard was which, so they're both like kind of lying sometimes.
Or if they're like Richard Boyd guards, they're just always lying.
Yeah, it's just like,
so
it's like, who are you and how did you're not the guard here anymore, Richard. You need to leave.
You can't always do this, but a tip related to this wildness that what is the magic word? This
Please
put in the wrong word because it's fantastic.
Please. That's true. That is a magic word. It does say the magic word. All right, so we actually look at that. That's Jim.
That is certainly
Jim.
a response.
It's something. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe this is the magic word.
It is.
Oh.
One thing we'd like to do for game days is we'd like to start the teams out with something that they can work together on. And that way, you build that team cohesion a little bit, get to know each other, and they work together before if they choose to split out into individual quests.
That's what I was going to say, too. You don't always have control over this because some game days are the teams are assembled for you. But you can also bring your own team to some game day events, like the World Championship, for example. So if you do, make sure that you are strategic about your choices on how you build your team. And, not like me. Don't follow my example here of going out and getting
the person who made the quest. That seems like the best idea.
Well, no, Jim's not here to help us.
No.
That's not the magic word like that.
Oh,
you have to figure out what it is.
Oh, I bet it's the alphabet. Maybe the first letter is A, third letter is A, maybe.
But there was a page.
Or wait, we can translate it here or something. Maybe the first letter
on vulnerability management. What
does chat think? Chat, how do we solve this? It seems like this is like some sort of cipher where it goes in and maps to some sort of like legend, right? And maybe this hidden book page is the legend, but I'm not seeing how they map to one another. Maybe it's like the first letter of the first sentence is W, so maybe that's what 1 is, and then 10. Man, I don't want to have to count all these letters. And do spaces count as what do you think? I mean, I could be totally off here too, Richard.
He's deep in thought.
Chat GPT. Yes, this does look like something from Chat GPT, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I asked ChatGPT, like, generate me a combination for my luggage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nobody would ever guess it, though, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So let's see. It's got to be something.
And I think there's a lot of these ellipses, which I'm not sure. I was thinking it was like. So there's like each of them is 3, 3 numbers in each, and I was like, it's got to be like which sentence chunk it is, like the first one, the second one, but like I'm not sure. Need help.
Wow, we took so long that it triggered and said, "Hey, are you stupid?" If so,
yeah, it says It says AM. Is that you? Click here.
Yeah, exactly. Just kidding. But oh, look, 0 point. We have to take it now. Usually hints cost you points when you're playing a game day. Usually it's like 5,000 points or something.
Line word. Somebody just told you in the chat.
Look at that.
Line, word, letter.
That's
Antoine, you are now the host of the show.
you have usurped us, and the show belongs to you because yeah, that's amazing. Okay, line, word, letter.
This is called, I can't remember the right word for it, but it's like a book cipher. It's something used by spies and stuff back in the day to send coded messages.
We should be playing this quest, Richard. We should be
doing math.
No, we should be giving it to the chat, actually.
Twitch plays unicorn rentals.
Okay, so line, word, letter.
Okay, 110-1. That's S for
That's
sweet.
line, and then word, 10th word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. I don't know. Sweet.
S. Well, I think it's just the S, right? It's the first letter.
Yeah. Yeah. S. So
right.
I'm gonna open the Vuln magic word. Oh, man, every time. S.
222. Second line. A.
A. Look at this.
8, 5, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do new lines count as in the 8?
Uh-oh. No, Jim says
4,
no.
5, 6, 7, 8. Unicorn? Oh no, it's the second N. Sorry.
Okay. Jim is trying to hold his reaction back.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, you guys are doing all right. That's why.
Well, mostly because chat came in and helped us. Antoine actually is
D?
the
Sand is the word sand.
Yep. We use
sand.
And we use hints pretty liberally because, like I said, like the objective is to learn stuff, not to be stuck on silly puzzles. So, or really stuck on anything. So we always make it so.
Oh,
2,000 points.
Whoa!
I'm retiring. That's enough to. I'm going to move to a low cost part of the country. I'm going to retire on my points.
What's the ratio of unicorn points to Stanley Nichols?
I think you have to consider the Shroot Buck when you do that. Wait, we're already losing points. We poisoned your deployment pipeline. Wow.
Yeah, this is no mercy, man.
Oh,
we also replaced the live application. Unicorns are terrible.
That will not stand.
Wait, this hasn't changed at all. This is exactly the website I deployed.
Yeah, this is what we pitched to the VC last month.
Yeah.
Huh.
So okay, we're good actually. We finished. We escaped from your
propaganda from Big Horse.
Get this fixed pronto. They are disparaging our lovely unicorns, and we are losing points every minute. Every minute.
The bad site is online. Is it? Never mind. I was gonna say the name of the bad site as a joke, but
you can insert your own joke. From chat into. Anyway, just replace the terrible word with rock.
Because unicorns rock, man.
All right. So now we need to go into AWS, actually.
The unicorns are rock? That doesn't make sense.
So we're going to go into...
I don't know what unicorns are made out of.
And it's going to look a little different than you are used to if you have played a game day, because I've deployed the game day infrastructure and I'm working in the same account as that. So you'll see a bunch of stuff in here that you wouldn't see if you're playing in a game day environment. But what do we actually have to go?
Stop talking. We're losing points.
I have to tell the audience what's happening. Richard.
No, we don't. We have to save points. This is my retirement account we're losing here.
You're going to have to move to an even lower cost part of the country.
I'm going to have to move to Texas. Of course. The Texas of Canada.
Hey.
Well, there goes all of our sponsors.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare badmouth where I live.
I'm not going to be able to afford it.
You badmouth where you live, though.
I'm allowed to because I live here.
There.
Okay. So, vulnerability management deployment pipeline. Do you know what that means, Richard? Oh, Oh, we're already getting.
Oh,
Look, chat is so much.
you should
smarter
roll
than
back the ECS deployment. Oh, LinkedIn user again. LinkedIn user conveniently shows up right as they're needed. It's like a Deus
Let's
Ex
see.
Machina. It's like a plot device.
Well, it's
Or it's me
Stuart.
messing with you. No,
It's actually Stuart. Stuart is who said that. The StreamYard connection is not pulling in their names. I could see it in chat. Anyway, so all right, we need to go and what does deployment pipeline mean, Richard?
So in code pipeline, you run there's deployments, right? And it takes your code from like source or from S3, source being code commit or connected through code star connections. And it sounds like someone's making popcorn. Sorry.
I was trying to sneak a gummy bear.
Someone got popcorn. Sorry. And it deploys it. So a pipeline is a nice mental model of how code goes from like the source to where it needs to be deployed to run. So let's go check on that.
If you didn't know what this was referring to, if you're new to AWS, for example, and you're playing, oftentimes a good tip here is to read very carefully and like take a word like pipeline and just put it into the AWS console search.
Yep,
and
that'll copy all the nouns.
That'll maybe take you to a relevant service. So code pipeline sounds like our winner here, doesn't it? Oh, and look, we got a vulnerability management pipeline.
Image scan. 3 hours ago.
This doesn't look good.
This does not look good. The ominous red X, the dark gray afterwards.
What shall we do?
Well, usually when the thing has like the dotted line underlined, it usually means you can like mouse over it to get additional context. Build status failed. That is very useful context, and I'm very glad that this is here.
A lot of information.
But, so what this shows with the pipeline, there are actually like each of these is called like a stage, and then there's actions within the stage. So we have 3 separate actions that all failed at the same time. And they're all in code build. It makes me think that there's probably an issue, like they've changed something about the configuration of how pipeline interacts with code build. Because typically if you have like multiple actions that all fail at once, you try to understand like what they all have in common.
Look at this. We got a bunch of logs too.
It's a bunch of book learning.
I've got no time for book learning.
Yeah. Command Docker run Hadolit exit status 1. Oh, you only allowed registry in the from image. Oh no, did someone try to like hack in here and point us to like the bad registry that pulls in unapproved images?
And if you're not familiar with Docker, the from stage is what you generally use in your Docker file to say like from like
where the image
or Red Hat or something like that.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, LinkedIn user is helping us once again. Docker file from source seems that is not allowed. I don't know if that's useful or not.
Okay, so should we go look at maybe the code repo? What do you think?
Yeah, I would do that. Well,
or
yes. Well, so there's because I just started at this company. I don't know which branch was deployed in the pipeline or which specific commit. So it could have been like an earlier commit. There it is. Yep.
We can see that though. See, look, Docker build has failed. Check that Docker file. So maybe, can we check the code on code commit? That's what we're doing. Yeah. Okay. Oh, look. Okay. That looks fine.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, wait, scroll back down. Like
yeah,
bottom?
You got it.
Oh, there's like that. Keep all the way to the bottom. All the way. Oh, ignored. Hadeland. Trusted registries, personalrepo.com. That doesn't sound right.
Personalrepo.com, huh? Should
That's
we?
Yeah, that sounds like there's some like singles in my area kind of advertising.
Should we? Should we?
Yeah, click on it. Let's see what. Let's see who's in my area.
Well, we actually want to edit that probably and get rid of it.
We should see who did that so that we could. Oh yeah, is there a
I bet the hacker destroyed the commit history.
Oh,
that's what I would do.
That's what you would do. That's what you did do.
Okay.
Maybe.
Then we should go into CloudTrail and see who performed those actions.
Just want to like blow this away. What do you think?
I mean, this is like one of those things where you turn off all of the controls to see if that fixes it, to see if that's the thing that's blocking it, and then I would assume we want to put it back. Like maybe we set that back to that ECR.AWS thing, the actual value from the Docker image.
Interesting. What do you think? Yes or no? Jim, do you wanna nudge us in the right direction? Maybe. No. Are we on the right path? Just like you said, no, we're not. He's not going to tell me anything.
I would change it.
That would be unfair, man.
That's true.
I would go to that on the commit that we just saw where it has like the from line. It says like ECR.AWS. etc. and make that the trusted registry.
Okay.
The thing we were just on in code.
Yes.
Oh
look.
Yeah, that public.ECR.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I want but like that.
Right. I know what you're talking about.
Public.
That. Let me go back to the repository, and we go back to the Docker file itself. Oh wait, that's the wrong. That's all the code commits. I mean that one. Okay. So we go into app Docker file, right?
Yeah, and then that.
So
public.ECR to AWS.
Okay.
AWS seems reputable. We can probably trust their registry.
Are you sure?
If you're not familiar with what public.ECR to AWS is, it's our public repo for container images that you could use. So check it out. There's a lot of stuff. You actually put a whole email in there?
Yeah, I wouldn't put your real name on there in case this breaks again. I'd use your pen name, Seymour Butts.
I should have used Richard.
Yeah, definitely not AM.
Yeah, 100%.
It's usually my 50th time trying to fix the pipeline, so it's usually just me smashing the keyboard with random letters in there.
Okay, so going back to our...
Nice.
Oh, it actually just kicked it off. Okay.
Yeah, the pipelines are generally triggered by code changes.
Nice.
And I figured Richard could probably...
Yeah, so there's like a few options for kicking off. So one is actions to code commit. There's another option for if you're using S3 as your source. So if you're like replicating code from somewhere else, you turn on versioning, it will trigger based on actions, versioning actions in S3. There's probably some other ones. You can manually kick it, poke it. So you could just say like, use like a dummy source as a common approach. And then your first action goes and fetches the code. And then you just poke it via the AWS CLI API command to tell it to start. Okay, now we're in the stages that failed last time.
It's running. So while we wait, this is actually what I was hoping we could actually talk to Jim about while we're doing this. Also, maybe it's a good time actually to do a quick. We are 40 minutes into the stream. We could do a quick recap of who we are, what we're doing, and what this thing is. Oh,
recap.
Wow.
You haven't even done anything yet.
Hey, wow.
Recap.
We've lost like 50 points. Like, yeah, I wouldn't.
I think we lost a lot more than 50. Oh yeah, we're down 1,000 at least. Okay, so we're playing an AWS GameDay. This is one of the quests in the Secure Legends GameDay. This is all about security, and Jim here has built this quest. We're getting help from the chat as well. So as you're watching along, please come in and point us in the right direction because we are clearly helpless. Richard and I are the ones playing the game. Oh yeah, and also we got chat giving a good recap here too.
Yeah.
Anyway, so abandoned. What does that mean?
Abandoned.
I've never seen abandoned.
I don't think I've seen that either.
It's just like, no, I'm done. I'm done working today.
Yeah, last time I saw that, my dad said he was going to get some milk.
Richard, is this in the code suite? Like, is this what the kids are calling quiet quitting?
Exactly. Suite? Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Your job has been abandoned.
Pipeline got tired, man.
What does that mean?
I don't even know.
It says succeeded though.
Oh,
maybe it ran too long.
No. Wait. I wonder if it makes me think that there's some kind of like step that happens after failed.
Oh, this one failed. Okay, so not all things failed, just this one.
Get secrets. Oh no, what is it doing? It's scanning our secrets.
Uh-oh.
Airwalks, man, get secrets, register AWS Global, get secrets, scan our star. That sounds dangerous. Demo task. That looks like an AWS API key in demo task nonsense on line 57.
Line 57? Oh, yeah. Demo task.
To hell. Oh.
Weird, huh? Ooh. So, let's like investigate. Where's the build step? Is it in code commit? I didn't see build step in code commit. Did you?
Yeah, so you should.
Maybe app?
No.
No, it's not there.
So if we go back to our pipeline.
Yeah, let's go back to the pipeline.
And then usually, so what we're on right now is so this is the build project. So click the back arrow to go to the pipeline.
Right.
Because so for
or here, I'm just gonna go here. Sorry.
So when you have a build action, there are like two main ways you can have it. You can tell it what to do. You can either have a build spec file included in the repo that it indexes, or it can be hard coded as part of the build project that like anything that comes in, regardless of where it comes from, all gets the same action. So we're seeing what looks like two separate commits here. So I think it's probably linked to two different repos in some way. Can we scroll up to the top?
Yeah. Oh yeah, look, config source.
Config source. Let's see what's in there.
Someone asked why you would want to scan secrets, and generally it's a good idea to scan your code before you commit with like some pre-commit hooks. But like, so security is layered, so you should do it. Do those kind of scans multiple times just in case something messed up, and you want to make sure that you're not committing like your AWS keys or something like that to GitHub or code commit or anything really.
This looks like some wild bash scripting.
It's Python.
Oh, that's Python? That looked like
scan.py.
Oh, updated broken.
that might be an individual that forgot to clean up their repo after some anger. So you probably ignore that.
Interesting.
Let's look at the build spec secrets YAML.
Okay.
Let's see what this is doing. This is credential helper. That's so I can check stuff out of code commit. CD get secrets. Make install. No, it's installing get secrets. Scanning. I wonder if it's spotting that thing that looks like an AWS API key and access key ID, and that's what's causing it to fail. And just whoever wrote this build spec didn't properly document what the expected outcome is, and it will be on a performance review when they come back from wasting all of their money after they won the lottery. Yeah.
Richard, I don't trust you to put anyone on a performance review. Okay. There's also a Docker file in here. Or no, it's running something with Docker. Hadolint.
Yeah, that's the first stage that y'all did.
Okay.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, the chat got it. Ankit's got it. Let's Let's
Demo
search the
task.
repo for demo task.
Where's
So I think
demo task? Where do you think that'll be?
it's in the code commit repository, not this repository, but the other
The
one.
other one. Okay. I've got that one open too.
Yeah, you got an app. Let's look at the
Here?
Docker file. Maybe this is it. Oh, there it is. Line 9. Success message. That's a terrible success message.
Johnny Doe.
Oh, Johnny can't be trusted. Yeah, so let's edit this and take out that key in the success message.
The demo task? You want to remove that?
Yeah, let's remove like that AKIA.
This line?
Well, not the whole thing, not the whole thing, just that last string.
Got it. Yeah, that looks like a key to me, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why that was there.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
That's what I say. When in doubt, delete things.
And I'll take Jim's email address approach. Okay, cool. So now that should kick off the pipeline again, right?
Yeah, but I'm afraid I have to put you on a performance review now because you merge directly to mainline instead of merging to a branch and then doing a pull request and then having someone do a code review and approving your pull request. Clear violation of our SOC controls. So I'm gonna have to take away your badge and access the systems.
All right, yeah, take over, Richard. This guy's out of here.
Yeah. No. Yes. I am the captain now.
This is your show. This is your show. Okay. All right. Now, Jim, how do you put together a quest?
Yeah, it really depends. Like, so, we work with partners, we work with internal teams that want to build something. And what we try to do is you start with like the learning objectives. Like what are the folks making the content want others to get out of it?
Was one of your learning objectives for this quest to
be infuriating? Yes.
No, to give Richard a sense of power over whoever his teammate was.
I already have this sense of power. It's just my ability to express that is what Jim has given me here.
Look,
Set up
somebody in chat is trying to help me not get fired by Richard.
Abandon again?
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, we start from them learning objectives.
Oh, but look, succeeded. So step 2 succeeded. Now it's just
failed successfully.
Failed successfully. Yeah, learning objectives. That's what.
But this is in why is this still in progress then?
I don't know, man. You're the code pipeline dude. You tell us.
He's Cloud 9.
Okay. Oh shoot! I'm sorry. Ugh. Yeah, then it's like thinking of a story to like, and like, we like you said earlier, we try to make the things ambiguous. So there are technical challenges, but we don't want to spoon feed people. We want them to like, discover things as they're going through. And usually, I'll be taking a shower or just going for a walk, and I'll be like, "Hey, this is crazy. We should try this," and that'll be it.
Oh, it's wow. Okay.
That's a lot of junk.
I'm seeing
CVE. That sounds nice.
CVE. We're getting into the world of security here.
No, you only need a CV if you're applying for a job. Like we can ignore it here.
We got a question from Chad about code pipeline not being available in a region where their infrastructure is set up. Is there a way to set it up in that particular? You can't use code pipeline if it's not available in the region. But I believe you can deploy things from code pipeline to a different region. I don't think
package the artifacts and ship them to another region.
Yeah, I think you can do that. So you would just use code pipeline in one of the available regions and then deploy to the region that you're trying to set things up. Chantel says, no idea what's going on. Richard and I don't either. Yeah, exactly. We're playing a game day right now. This is security content. We've fixed 2 stages of this build pipeline, but it is now, I don't know if it actually failed or not. Oh, yes, post-build state failed.
Yeah. But it says, please check Security Hub for details.
Oh, so Security Hub.
Yeah, line 995.
Man, why are you just over here reading or something? Come on. Security Hub.
And don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone that you know how to read?
Exactly, yeah.
They'll start expecting more from you, Richard.
Oh, that's a lot of red. Oh, there was high 3.
Region. These might just be Oh, no. Vulnerability found in ECR repo.
So one cool thing you could do with Security Hub is you could send in custom alerts and whatnot, custom findings. So if you want to create your own to like test against things that you know specifically that you don't want in your code, you can craft those and then just ship them over to the Security Hub.
Got an image ID. So shall we pull up ECR?
Or can we just turn off this check so the pipeline succeeds?
Wow.
Security 101.
Yeah.
Look,
Wow.
the CEO said make it work. He didn't say keep us out of the
how.
news. Yeah.
Keep us out of the news.
You could try. I mean, it's there.
Wow. Yeah, I guess technically, yes, the game days are open-ended and let you solve problems how you are interested in doing it. We've got a vuln management repo over here, but no images. That's interesting.
Interesting. Can we
But
go back to Security Hub?
it said
In the ECR repo. Oh, I wonder if we can get. Oh no, never mind.
no tags.
So a common thing to do with your images is to scan them before you commit them to wherever you have them,
smart.
just to make sure that you're not pushing bad code up to wherever you want you're storing it.
Chat also was saying, hey, what about scan.py? Remember we saw that earlier. That was in, we got so many repos going.
Can we look at that code pipeline, that build out, put that like
this one?
Put out all those all those words? Yeah.
Book words.
Oh, that book learning?
Because this is what we uploaded to Security Hub, right? So if we like look through this like obnoxious JSON file, it should tell us hopefully what the error was and not just there was an error.
This came from running the command Python 3 scan.py. So just get rid of that, right? That's what you were saying.
just comment it out, yeah.
Yeah. Now we do have a vuln.
Updated non-diversion.
We've got insecure input handling and
Flask cores. Nobody likes cores. We can just turn that off.
It's horrible.
But this, I mean, this tells us like the GitHub, the advisory. So this will probably tell you exactly what the error is. It's going if we want to fix this right. Like if I was trying to get promoted at Unicorn Rentals, what I would do is go to this github.com/advisories for this thing and be like, what's the actual issue it's complaining about? And either try to fix it or delete the offending code.
So should we go look at that scan.py? Maybe there's something in there. Or do we need to update this library? Flask cores.
Yeah, Jim, we need to ask the judge. Like, should we try to actually fix Unicorn?
Or chat too. Chat can tell us. Like, what do you want us to do? Chat, shall we go investigate scan.py and see what's going on in there? Or should we try and update this insecure library that we found?
I think you should do the first one because it'd be funny.
Scan.py? I didn't say remove it. I just said go look at what's happening. I mean, we could eventually comment all the code out. Yeah, the tag, it says there is a vulnerability found with the tag in ECR repository.
Generally, though, I'd suggest when you have security issues that you don't follow the Richard path and you actually fix them.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're going to be on the news. And,
I was one who said we should go to this GitHub page for the advisories and see what it's complaining about so we can fix it.
Once we are done broadcasting, by the way.
I have been besmirched.
Once this is over, once the live stream is done, this will turn into a video on demand, so you can come watch that later. Check what the issue is with Flask. That's what we're gonna do.
Yes.
Flask cores. Chat has. Oh, and look, even chat has given us a place to go start. So this is the wrong repo to do it. We need to go into app. Requirements.txt. Oh, look, Flask cores. There it is. It's set to 3.0.8. Does our finding in code build tell us recommendation? Update none to version 3.0.9.
Very convenient. I told you 3. I told you when we started. It was the 3.
Magic number, man.
Yeah. I knew it. You gotta see the patterns that they don't want you to see.
something to 3.
Yes.
We're getting help from chat too. Look at this. The latest version is
3.0.
3.0.10. So should we go for latest or should we go to the recommended? What do you think?
Personally, I would go to the recommended one.
Okay. You never know what'll happen in latest, right?
Yeah, and yes. My thing is like I like to try to like keep the builds as deterministic.
Hey, don't blame
as
this
possible.
one on me.
In case this fails.
Yeah.
In case this fails, Jim's on the hook. Now, Jim, this is like an interesting philosophical question, I think, from a security perspective too. You know, when you do have, like when you do scan packages used in your code and you find a vulnerability, oftentimes, you know, you can't just go in and update the library without
Testing.
You can't just YOLO and go, all right, let's update this library and see like what happens. You can't do that normally. What's the approach that you recommend taking when you do need to update a library based off of findings?
Well, something like this, like hopefully you have proper, testing in your code base, unit tests, integration tests, things like that. So you can go through, check the new version, see what the vulnerability is, see what API changes have been done in the new library. And then I would just update it and then run my pipelines and see what happens.
So I think for code pipeline, it wouldn't affect us here as much. But like typically, I wouldn't leave that as less than or equal to 09, because if you're using some kind of a consolidated build server that other people are sharing, that like 3.08 technically satisfies that. So it might try to use that again, because depending on the package management software you're using, like PyPy or NPM.js, it would say, you said less than or equal to, and like the vulnerable version is less than or equal to, like, don't blame me.
We've got some opinions coming in from chat too. Major version when you make incompatible API changes, minor version when you add functionality, backwards compatible, patch version. So this is actually good advice when you are evaluating. So for example, this is just a patch change, right? So it's less likely to cause any major disruption to your application.
Yep.
If the library people are folling Simver. That's another
big if.
Yeah, you put a lot of faith in their ability to count.
Right. Which is another big piece of active security that you should be doing, is evaluating all dependencies before you even bring them into your. And by evaluating, I don't just mean are there vulnerabilities. I mean, are there maintainers for this library? Like, what's the open source licensing for this? Is there open source licensing for this? What's the schedule look like on releases? Are they making, do you go to the GitHub repo and see last change 2 years ago, right? You might want to evaluate that.
Yeah.
That sounds like a very stable repository.
Yeah. The other thing too is if you are using, and you have a large project, for example, and you're using a lot of dependencies, you're going to get tons of vulnerabilities over time. And you're going to need to evaluate them, right? You can't just come in and expect to fix 100% of your vulnerabilities all the time. You will have to prioritize which vulnerabilities you come in and fix.
And in a real world scenario, like we're just scanning now at image creation time, but you would also want something active to scan those ECR repos,
right,
on a continuous basis. Because like like AM said, things do change. So you might not build for a month, but 87 CVEs came out, and now you're in trouble.
Well, or put on my salesman hat, you could use Code Artifact and have your build repository point to your Code Artifact repo and ensure that vulnerable versions are pulled from your source, from your Code Artifact repository or registry, so they don't make it into your build, so they don't make it into your ECR images.
Oh yeah, that's a service that you had. You had a fingerprint on there, isn't it? At AWS.
I did not touch that. On advice of my counsel, I have been advised not to respond to that statement.
Package management and having private repositories is something that you could do with AWS, and Richard could tell you about it if he wasn't under advice from counsel. Apparently,
it's abandoned again.
We lost you.
Oh no.
What's
We
going
also
on
have-
here, Jim? It succeeded.
I don't know, man.
I pulled into here.
But
Look,
it's abandonment. Like a redheaded stepchild. You got abandoned.
what does abandoned mean? So can I retry? I'm just going to retry.
We have the enhanced scanning too for ECR, so it's just another layer you can put on there to do, continuous scanning of your container of your images. Whoa, that's a cool picture.
Yeah, no, don't turn that off. Oh, geez, what's going
on? We'll take Richard off while he figures out. He's apparently like going to his camera into his basement or something. I don't know. All right, so I retried it. It's still abandoned. I am. It's still in progress.
Remember what Richard said about hovering over the dots?
Yeah. Okay. The abandoned dots. What dots?
Maybe just the word abandoned.
Nothing.
Hover. Don't click. Hover. I can hear your mouse, man. That's weird. It should say something. Nothing. Maybe over the pipeline execution ID. Did the smart text go away?
Richard, give me a thumbs up if you're ready to come back. Oh no, his camera's off again.
Oh, we lost the talent, man. Yeah, now we're just kind of aimless.
Here we go. Abandoned.
All right.
I don't get this.
It'd be great if there were a centralized place in AWS where all logs go. That maybe we should make that as a service. We'll call it something like Cloud Seer, maybe.
Seer, Cloud
Witness.
Look, Cloud Looker. All right, so logs. I heard. Man, I bet we have no points left now. Oh no, we still have some points. Wow.
Still going. We're not too harsh on it.
Okay. Code build. Oh yeah, I need to know check the details of the vuln scan step too. Yeah, I like that idea. Go back.
We got a tip that the mouse over is on the details page.
Oh, okay.
So if you click on hover over details, maybe, or click on that. Where is it now?
I mean, I got the logs.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually have to go to. I've already had the log. I mean, we've been looking at the logs, but it looked fine. It looked like it said succeeded. I mean, it says succeeded right here.
Yeah, but the stage was abandoned.
Oh. Is it like running too long or something? I don't think that's a thing.
No, I think code build has like a obscenely long runtime that you can use. So.
Oh, we got more vulns? We only had one.
None that you care about.
Okay. Good.
This is not a production environment.
I thought so. Okay. Like I said, there are vulns that you will eventually come to the conclusion after some investigation where you go, we don't need to fix this, at least not for X amount of months or something. Like prioritization is a big part of vulnerability management.
Mm. Yeah,
no issues found.
Yeah, sometimes you want to stop everything and put up a an under construction page. Sometimes it's okay to keep going.
Right.
It really depends.
Okay. Well, I didn't ask to play this on hard mode, and the person who did abandoned the stream. So I feel abandoned from all angles. I feel abandoned by Code Pipeline. I feel abandoned by Richard. I'm gonna have to sub you in here, Jim.
All right, go back to the pipeline stage. Go back to Code Pipeline.
Yeah, don't give me like the full on answer.
You gotta hover over something, and it'll give you more details.
For red color, yes, I found plenty of red here.
But there's a reason it's being abandoned, and if you look at the logs.
Okay. Which logs? Linting, secrets, or vuln?
Any of them.
Any of them. Okay.
But probably because it's going through Code Pipeline, there might be something in a Code Pipeline log in CloudWatch.
Are you back for real?
I am back. I don't know what happened. It just decided my camera was suddenly unplugged and turned everything off.
Okay,
So I
you
had
said
to,
something about CloudWatch. Do we have an alarm going off?
Oh yeah, the cloud's here.
No, those aren't. The cloud's here. The cloud prophet. All right. So what?
That's a lot of logs.
I know, because this is my actual account.
Probably just filter them based on pipeline.
It's just code pipeline, not code build. I don't have any code pipeline.
Is it prefaced with AWS? I don't know.
Yeah, any groups created
Yeah, it
by
would be.
AWS services are prefixed by AWS.
Maybe Vuln.
Okay.
Oh yeah, code build.
It's still in code build. So let's do this. Let's start looking at logs. My favorite thing to do. Just like curl up next to the fire.
Everybody loves reading a good
stack
log.
of logs. Just read through them.
Oh man, no log streams.
That's not
That's a
good.
bummer.
Oh, there's a couple.
Oh, there you go.
Finally, something to read.
But this is the same thing we saw.
That's what I thought.
In the outputs. This is just much better formatted because it eliminates all of the indentation you get from JSON.
You gotta save on that precious white space, man.
Look. Digest, one of my favorite lines to read in any log. SHA 256 0D91C 86B.
Oh, look, my camera's messing up again. I can't. I got it.
This is what I do on Saturday nights. Is just read this out loud to my wife.
Is this what you think Reader's Digest is?
Yeah.
If I were working for a company and my site had been hacked, I would probably look at what's running to see what's going on.
Well, I already know it's an ALB, so we can go look at the ALBs and find. So it's under EC2. There you go.
As
load balancers, yeah, of course, very obvious there, right? ECS ALB matches the
very descriptive name.
The domain name here that this unicorn company didn't even bother buying a custom domain for.
It shows that we're scrappy.
That's right.
We can't waste money on such things as registrars.
Okay, so let's find out what's in this target group. What do you think? Forward to.
Oh, it's stacks.
Oh, it looks like just an EC2 instance, maybe. But no, it can't be, right?
Maybe it's a EC2 or a ECS container.
Let's pull up the dashboard while no, there's no running instances, so it's not EC2. It's pointing to a. Wait, where did that go?
Wait, you were just on it?
There we go.
Yeah,
register target. It's pointing to an IP address.
And remember, think about how things are how targets are registered against an ALB. Like it doesn't have to be an instance. It doesn't have to be another resource. It can just be an IP. So you should follow Richard's advice.
What was Richard's advice? I don't listen when Richard speaks most of the
time. They're probably behind 27 proxies, so the IP address isn't going to help us.
At least 20.
I think if you go like if you click on the load balancer, actually, yeah, I think it's ECS. Just from the
right from the name.
That and yeah, the hint at the beginning where it said task used ECS.
And we're building containers over here, so hey, here we go. Okay.
Vulnerability management.
So we got a service running, yeah.
Oh, with one target.
And there's logs in there if you click on that logs panel.
Yes, there sure is. You're right. Okay, an error occurred.
Stop pipeline. That's why it was abandoned. That's why I've never seen this before. He's got a task that like just keeps calling this pipeline. He keeps telling it to cancel every time it runs. You are
You're devious.
It's real dirty. Real dirty. I know.
I was like, I've never seen this before because I've never thought to just force cancel all my pipeline runs.
Wow.
You gotta be a little abnormal to come up with some of these
challenges. But and this is how you can tell it was made by a moron because they don't have like good. They didn't check if it was running first and then turn it off. They just say turn it off all the time, and it's emitting all these errors, making a bunch of noise in my account.
Who said hackers are smart, man? They just
yeah, that's why.
Wow.
Like, and these are probably showing up in CloudTrail. Like, okay, sorry. So let's kill this task.
Yes. Stop. Stop it.
This does get rid of the word on the thing. The CEO wasn't super specific about availability concerns with changing the text.
Wow, man, that was devious.
That was rude.
Well, dude, just wait until you go back to the GameDay page.
You're a rude,
it gets ruder.
Dude. You're like Raphael over here. You're rude but cool, Jim. You are rude but cool. I guess am Donatello.
How come you always get to be the smart leader guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, come on.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. You can be. I'm going to be Casey Jones.
Oh, I was gonna say, Richard, you're our Michelangelo. You're the party dude. You know you are.
I appreciate that. I'd still rather be Casey Jones. With the mask. And the hockey stick.
Look. Chat's on our side here. This is gonna work now.
It's gonna work now. Oh, sweet summer child.
Maybe.
There might be that angry message on your event UI. It takes a minute to come up.
No, I like the.
Hey, we got rid of the word.
The one where he's like, like that thing.
Oh, get this fixed pronto. The entire site is down.
You guys, you broke everything.
Makes us look incompetent. Guess what?
Because we are.
Some of us don't just look it.
Yeah. If I were competent,
are.
I wouldn't be working for a startup no one's heard of.
Some of us are just incompetent. We don't just look it.
Yeah. If I were competent, I would have been in the lottery pool.
Richard, you know they say looks can be deceiving. Not in this case.
No, they're 100% accurate. They're whatever the opposite of deceive. They're sieving.
This still didn't work.
Abandoned.
Huh.
What is it?
Wait a minute. Does just stopping the thing not actually kill it?
Well.
It's auto scaling. No, he's a jerk. Turn off the entire ECS.
Just turn off ECS. Unplug it.
Find out what IAM role that's using and just delete that IAM role.
Do not do this in real life.
Oh yeah, look. There's another well. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Draining and hell. No. Okay, yeah. So, okay. Delete the cluster. Delete the entire cluster.
But your CEO is mad. The site is down.
He can be mad. I'm done being embarrassed by this hacker. I will burn this place to the ground.
My stapler.
I think now is a good time to actually pause because we're getting some new people just joining. I love Ravi thinking that we're at a party.
I wish.
I did say Richard is our party dude. He's our Michelangelo. So if you are just joining us, this is Step Up Your Game Day. I'm A.M. Grabelny, the host here and developer advocate for AWS GameDay. If you've never heard of AWS GameDay, it is a hands-on, challenge-based approach to learning AWS services. And as you can tell, we are actually doing a lot of learning today. A lot of stumbling, a lot of poking things in the dark, but we are learning. We're learning that Jim is a monster, first of all. I'm joined by Jim, who is the Quest developer for this quest. This is a quest out of our Secure Legends GameDay, which is all about security on AWS. And I'm playing on the same team as Richard Boyd here, a infamous name synonymous with like Blackbeard the Pirate across the AWS community, I believe. But Richard is PMT for Cloud9. Is that?
Yeah, sure, we can see that.
Okay,
What's
sure.
PMT stand for?
It's a product manager on technical.
Technical.
Park man is nice.
So update service. I'm gonna
Oh,
do
now
that.
there's two. This is like that
Zero.
Star Wars meme. This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
I want no tasks. Just give me 0.
No, so it's
I can delete
code that's-
service.
Oh, the code that's running in the thing. How are we gonna do this?
Look, I set it to 0 tasks.
If you're not familiar with ECS, there's
You made it work. AM. Delete the IAM role.
So if you're not familiar with ECS, generally you have something called a task definition that defines how that container is going to start up and what's going to run inside of it. So maybe they should check the task definition for this bad boy.
No, delete. The delete key is your friend.
And because of the way you deployed it, there's going to be a whole bunch, but it's probably that big old ugly one there.
Or deploy, right?
Task execution role. Turn that off.
So in a game day, you actually can't work with IAM typically. So we're just going to create a new revision.
Or go back one.
Oh, or go back one. Yes.
And like I said, you might want to look at the actual task definition. So if you click on that,
busy box, I want to get rid of that.
Oh wait. So if you go into JSON,
there you go.
We are about to. All right. So
Richard, this is like this is one of those moments where Richard had like 8 different things in his life happen that culminate.
I am very excited. I'm very excited about this because I didn't realize that Jim was in on this scheme. In Cloud9, like what we've been working on for like the past year is making Cloud9, like parts of Cloud9 available in more places instead of like a dedicated place inside the console. And ECS is actually one of our first internal customers for a thing that we were calling Cloud9 Embedded that allows a much better editing experience in the console.
Oh, nice.
And that's what like the editor that you see here is like a huge improvement over other. Polaris is the design thing that's typically used. This is a improved version of that. We're actually adding new features to this that are coming in the next few months that I'm very excited that we get a chance to talk about this. So let's use this fancy editor that was delivered by my team from Amsterdam and just delete everything.
No, I deleted the thing. Look, while true, do echo body. Unicorns are terrible. I deleted that.
No, don't change that because the CEO just said make it say cool or rock or something.
Oh.
You need to listen to when the CEO.
No, I want to leave the. You want me to leave the hackers container in here?
Yeah, the email from the CEO is very clear. Make it
very clear.
Replace the word terrible with rock. Unicorns are rock.
It's not even like grammatically correct.
Nobody said I was an English major. All right.
Replace that terrible word with rock.
Unicorns are rock. Okay.
Unicorns are rock, man.
Get that pipeline green. Oh, so now we also have to.
How do I delete it?
But wait, we also have to delete the part that's like killing everything. The
Oh yeah, 4x in. God.
Somebody should beat the guy that made this.
Wow.
Terrible hacker.
So get rid of that, and then also.
Oh yeah, pipeline execution summaries. Oh yeah, output.
Look at all of this.
This is
abandoned. Haha, I killed your pipeline.
Yeah, see, so what should have happened was when you triggered over the details, that should have popped up. I'm not sure why it didn't this time, but it just says, haha, I killed your pipeline, to give you a little clue to go back here.
Okay, so I could delete all of that, right? Or do I need...
Okay.
No,
I think that's good.
I need done still, don't I? Because I see while true, do echo. Done.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is not a well-designed site. You guys should get on that as Unicorn Rental employees.
That's
a well architected.
That's a UX issue. I'm on the engineering side. You're gonna have to file a ticket.
Well, Am's in charge, so he should.
How do I save?
Scroll down. Oh, you can't scroll down. Scroll up.
If I edited all of this,
how do you do that?
Yeah, that's weird. Is it down below? Is it covered up?
Nope.
Well, go up to the action. Maybe okay. Maybe I shouldn't have bragged about how this is a new product we built.
Oh yeah, you got to create a new revision. Yeah.
Oh my god. Good thing I copied and pasted what I already did.
That's weird that it lets you edit it.
Wait,
past definition.
All right. Okay. This is too much. This is too. Unicorns are rock. And I'm confused. The topic says test. Wait. And the JSON is for a task in ECS. Am I missing something? Confused. Yeah, we are working currently because our ECS cluster has been hacked. So we are trying to get rid of the hacker injected something that is killing our code pipeline jobs completely and also defaced our public-facing website. So we've gone through and found that this is happening through some investigation skills and also from Jim telling us things.
And if you missed the first stage, we went through a few security tools to scan things like your Docker file.
We did Security Hub, so that we found that we had a vulnerability in ECR, which was kind of a red herring. Actually, it was failing our pipeline, but it wasn't what was abandoning our pipeline, which was this subversive code in our ECS cluster. So let's create that. Okay, there we go.
And that's pretty normal. Like if you're attacked and your system's compromised, it's not going to be a single word that's changed on the site. They're going to do everything they can while they have access to your systems.
Perfect.
Oh, you broke it, man.
This is perfect, Richard. This is what you wanted.
Now the CEO's mad again.
This is what you wanted, Richard.
There goes my retirement fund. It's $1,400.
I knew it was
too good. Yeah, I knew it was too good to last. Looks like I'll get a job greeting people at Walmart.
Now you're going to retire over to Pennsylvania here with me.
Let's see. So no tasks are running yet. Maybe it's still deploying. 0. Oh, you know what I also did? This was my fault. I went and updated the desire test to 0.
You're worse than the hacker. Like you're over here. You're working with them.
It's like that meme of Obama putting the medal on Obama. That's how I feel right now.
Yes.
Good job.
Pulling off a mask and it's them again. It's like the Scooby-Doo meme of like pulling off the ghost thing and it's like another ghost.
It was me all along. So maybe depending on how fast this. Oh no, yeah, still unavailable.
I hope you didn't break it when you were just cutting it apart.
Oh wait, that desire test still says 0.
Let's back to the cluster.
So you updated the test definition, but did you update the service to use the newer test definition?
Ooh.
How am I supposed to know this container nonsense?
Family. Is this like wait? Is this like Vin Diesel? Like family?
Yeah.
Revision.
Revision. There you go. 2. There you go.
So this is a time that I'm going to shout out AWS serverless products. Go ahead and deploy out to Lambda and see how.
Because Lambda doesn't have versions either.
No. Definitely Lambda layer is very simple concept to understand too. Okay. Maybe. What?
Terrible.
What did you do?
He's opening.
Quirks mode. Could I just
inspect?
Yeah.
So when you save the test, oh wait, you know what? You probably scaled it while the older test definition was. You win.
Oh yeah, you got to scale it. You got to scale it down and back up again.
Okay. All right. Let me.
But it should be scaling up with the new version.
If you would just deleted everything, you wouldn't have this problem because it wouldn't be on the wrong version. It wouldn't be scaled wrong.
So what do I need to do? What are you saying?
Oh, there's like a pending task.
What are the words?
There's also something you.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was to say in ECS, if you have a test that you want to kill quickly, you can do that as well.
Like. Yeah, you're.
We go to configuration and tasks. Maybe the old task.
It's gonna say task, doesn't it?
Yeah. Revision. Oh yeah. So the revision 1. Kill that one.
Bye. How? I selected it. Stop. So I had to go in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
There's a little button up to the left where you can say new ECS experience. If you're used to the old one, you can get in there with the old one. One complaint I had with the new version was that they didn't allow you to view the JSON, which, as Richard has so kindly pointed out to us, you can see now and edit directly, which is very nice.
First off, Robbie, there are no stupid questions unless I or Richard ask them.
Or answer them.
Or answer them. That's a stupid answer. That's not stupid.
That's true.
Why didn't we restore the code from a backup? Great question, because we couldn't. Somebody had gone in and killed our code pipeline entirely. Like if you noticed while I was in there deleting out stuff from that task definition, it had a script in there, the AWS CLI. Number one, this is something that I'm going to file a performance review for Richard to review. Why does this ECS task have these IAM permissions that can actually stop the code pipeline?
I said we should just delete the whole role, but no one wants to listen to me.
Number two, so we had to go in and edit that thing that was killing our pipeline. We couldn't even deploy anything. It would just stop it at the build stage.
Robbie brings up a good point, though. Like, generally, if you do have backups of the systems you're trying to redeploy, you should do that. But those systems were also compromised, so you need to take that into consideration.
So now we're getting no text. That's an improvement. But not something that's going to get us points.
But now you can rerun your pipeline, too.
Oh, so smart.
Wow. It's like you built this.
You have so many tabs open.
This is like nothing compared to usual Wednesday.
Yeah, I think you just click retry. There you go. You don't have to do a dummy build and hacked on production or dev.
What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
So we did 3 separate stages in the image scanning, and it's pretty basic. We do a linting using something called HadoLint to go through based on some rules we have.
Docker file, right?
That's linked into the Docker file, yeah. And there's all kinds of rules you can put in there. Like if you don't want people to, like, for example, run yum update inside of their Docker file,
which they shouldn't.
They shouldn't in this kind of scenario. You can check against that. Ours was checking against registries that are certified to be used, and it was failing because there was a bad one in there. Secret scan is using get secrets to go through your code and look for any like API keys or things like that. And vulnerability scan is using a wonderful tool called Gripe to scan your after the image is created, it'll scan that image for any known vulnerabilities.
I love the behind the scenes commentary we're getting from the Quest developer himself. That's kind of cool. So
it's like watch a James Cameron movie, like the director's cut.
Abandoned again? How dare that individual? I bet the task is still running version 1 somewhere.
Delete the role.
You can't in a normal game day.
But you're not deleting the role. You're disassociating it from the task.
I don't think you have. Do you have IAM permissions in this game day, Jim?
But it's part of task definition. You just change the task definition to not have an IAM role.
It still says 1. Like there's only 1 task and it's running revision 2.
Yeah, that's weird. Maybe run it from the beginning.
Did I not
update it? Delete the cluster. I can't tell if AM is stunned in silence or if he's frozen.
I don't know. Uh-oh. If this is just me and you, we're in trouble.
Yeah, no, I can't click on anything.
He's like that statue of the thinker.
Yes,
it's a Scottish thinker.
Paints himself silver, and he's like sitting in Times Square. Yeah,
do I have any change?
Yeah, and Robbie's getting a huge shout out now. Oh, what is?
Hello.
Am's aged like 10 years.
Yeah, what happened?
My power went out.
Glitch in the matrix.
My power went out completely. I have to stop sharing the screen too because I lost my other monitor too.
Oh no!
Wow, cool. Yeah, my power is completely out right now. I'm on my my phone hotspot. Woo! All right. Let's see.
So the CEO is going to fire all of us because you can't live in a state with a reliable power grid.
Unbelievable.
I don't even know what's going on. It's not even storming or anything. Let's see if I can keep this going on my phone.
It is a little chilly outside.
Window. Yeah. Is this the right window? Hold on. This has got to be the window. Yeah. All right.
Oh, your power got hacked.
Ruh-roh.
That's right.
The hacker escaped into your power grid.
Yes. All right. So we're back. We're back. It's still running one. Let me go check the task definition. Make sure I actually.
Wait. Delete the old revision. Like we don't even want that down there.
Good. Well, no. In case I want to have that message appear again.
Yeah. So put on the hat.
Deregister.
You usually don't want to delete anything that it's hackers done, so you could do forensics later.
I just deregistered it.
Like I said, that's a UX issue. That's like that's
How is it a UX issue?
No. Earlier we had said something else.
That is not a UX
issue. This is an incident response issue. This is not a Richard issue.
I truly don't know why we kept the busy box in there, Richard.
And this particular piece of crappy web development, it's BusyBox is just kicking up Apache.
Nope. Oh, okay. I see. So that was there. The hacker just changed this command, basically, is what you're saying. Oh, so this is always... I thought the hacker added the container BusyBox in there. So, yeah, look, it is correct. That's weird.
I bet when you edited that stuff out, your ability to write bash inside JSON is not as good as you think it is. And that's why it's like you're missing a semicolon or something.
You think? No way. I write bash inside JSON every day of my life.
Who doesn't?
All right. So you're saying should I copy this into like an editor and see if it actually is formatted correctly? What do you think?
I would check the logs from the running container to see what it's doing.
Oh, that's probably like.
And you could probably get rid of that yum install AWS CLI because that's not like that was the hacker put that in there so they could use the CLI to stop the pipeline.
True, but I like having it there just in case
in case you need to stop the pipeline.
Yeah. All right, let's go back to the logs. Also, I can't see chat anymore, so apologies if you are chatting and I can't see. But all right, let's check the logs first. I like Jim's suggestion to see like what's going on here. What is it? You say I need to close this. As you can see, my window ratio, screen size all changed too. Install
screen for ants.
That's right.
Oh, wait, that's a running script.
Where?
Resuming normal operations.
Up?
I don't know.
Okay. Unix configured.
All right,
running it in the foreground.
So your pipeline should be running.
I was running something because we are not getting.
Oh, better go catch it.
Yeah.
I love you, Richard. I love you so much.
No, we just have to be careful. We don't want to run on the pipeline. It'll cause instability in the pipeline industry.
That's what I don't get is why our thing is abandoned again. Actually, that should not be happening.
No, it was probably still running when you tried it last.
Let's see. Stopped. So let me try this again. One more time. Retry. Unless it's like redeploy. No, that wouldn't make sense. Echo unicorns rock in command.
That'd work.
Huh. I also oh yeah, why does it doesn't need to be while true, does it?
For this particular horrible piece of engineering, it does.
Really?
No, it's kind of
weird.
Oh, because it was like it would while true, then it would sleep for 60 seconds, and then do it again, and that's how it was like killing your pipeline every minute. So you probably
Yeah,
don't
but I
need
can take that out now, right? And just echo into that because all it's doing
It
is
would it would terminate though because there's no loop to keep it going.
the HTTPD. It's in the foreground that'll be done. Like you're.
Oh, okay. Really? Oh well,
Yeah,
I
we
did
need-
take out the sleep. Like, is that gonna?
No, it'll just run a lot.
Yeah, we gotta keep the data centers warm.
That's it.
Hope it's on Fargate.
We got to keep somebody's pool warm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
one of
from
these
the DC.
succeeded. We're doing well.
We're making progress.
I hope there's nothing bad that happens in the push image stage because
What?
we're running out of time.
Stop it, Jim. You stop it now.
Jim, you are not invited to my birthday party.
Oh, that was sad.
Well, don't feel bad. I wasn't invited to Richard's birthday party either.
I didn't have one. I don't have any friends.
Too real.
You got two friends right here, Richard. Two best friends.
You got a mouse in your pocket, AM? What's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
LinkedIn user.
LinkedIn user and AM. Those are your two friends. Yeah, my power is really still off. There's a bunch of construction near my house, so they probably just, Oh, look at that. Succeeded.
Yay. I really hope nothing else horrible happens.
Okay.
Yeah, but say if we just deleted all the images, the IAM roles.
Just rage quit, delete everything.
Yeah, hackers can't get in if you start from scratch.
Hackers can't hack what it doesn't exist.
That's true.
Maybe you delete all the infrastructure and don't ever spin it back up again, and then just shutter your company and
The safest computer is a computer that's turned off.
Happy belated birthday, Ravi's my friend. He's invited to my birthday.
I agree. Okay, so we're pushing the image now. We fixed some of the stuff.
And you'll notice in this, you'll notice in this quest that there's something missing, and it's not actually part of the quest itself. But generally, after you push an image, you're going to have a deploy stage to push that newly built image out to wherever you want it.
Oh, so now we just are getting an image into a repo, and it's not going anywhere.
Yep.
Oh, cool. So this isn't going to fix any of our problems, actually.
It'll make the CEO happy. Pipeline's green and unicorns rock.
Oh, so it will push the image.
Well,
Like
no, we changed the task definition.
Okay. So what is this image for then?
Well,
just to have it. No.
Okay.
We get paid based on the number of images we publish.
That's it. CEO says you need an image. You better have an image.
That's your like your KPI.
It's like lines of code. It's like
your team's KPI. Lines of code. That's a really great KPI too. That definitely doesn't incentivize the wrong things.
Now I'm suspicious because Jim said we would expect problems here.
Yeah, but I was lying. So,
you're still uninvited.
Looks like you fixed 2 of the 3 total pipeline stages.
It takes a minute to catch up.
Okay.
That unicorn running the show is a little slow.
All right. It still did not fix our page. 3 of 3 total pipeline stages.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh no, you are foiling me. Hold on. Is the hacker speaking to us directly?
The hacker is the CEO.
Hacker is phone.
Wait. Richard, is the hacker with us right now? Can you see the hacker?
Is the hacker in the room with us right now?
Can you see the hacker right now, Richard? Is this a Fight Club scenario?
Yeah. No, the hackers, they go to a different school. You wouldn't know.
Okay. Deploy stage is not executing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But if someone hadn't ham-fisted editing a little bit of simple bash and some lovely JSON, it would probably be all.
Yeah, it probably would have worked. Yeah.
What? I put it into an editor and it looks fine. You can't see the editor because it's.
Is the editor here in the room?
It goes to a different school.
It's a Canadian editor.
That's right. You wouldn't know it.
You wouldn't know it.
Yeah, it's from the Texas of Canada.
I could actually change to that screen. Hold on. Oh, I did break the first rule of Fight Club. It's so true. This is like the Now You See Me plot. Robbie is killing it.
Yeah.
Today.
We'll have to bring him on next time.
Yeah,
Robbie, you have to come to every show, please. So look, while true, do echo. What's wrong here?
Go to the end.
Show me where I'm wrong.
Keep going. Oh, no, that looks right. That's weird. Huh. While true, do blah, blah, blah. Did you...
Unicorns are rock. All right, I'll go back to let's go look at what you call it again. Or is there more to fix?
No, that was it.
Did we solve your riddle?
You did.
What? Wait, where are the points?
Well, you didn't actually fix it yet, though. You ham-fisted the bash, so...
So we're not going to get points until I fix that, huh?
Well, you did get some points for fixing the pipeline, but because
did I?
It took so long.
Points. Let's go to the score events. Remember we talked about that earlier. Fix the pipe. There was like 60 points. What?
We are very, very, very stingy with our points. They are very valuable.
Wow.
Can't just be handing them out willy-nilly.
Richard, he opened with like 2,000 points and then gave us 60 points for doing the actual work.
Yeah, this is
how I feel
another
too.
Example of misaligned incentives.
Wow. Okay.
I'm just
the part was solving the puzzle.
Yeah, I'm just going to deploy broken stuff all the time because that gives me the most points.
So let's look at the task thing again.
What didn't I get? Yeah, sleep 60.
Yeah, you want me to put the sleep back in? You're gonna have to help me with bash. I'm not sleep right here.
Sure.
60 like that.
I wonder if take out that space before it. I don't know. Is bash sensitive to white space?
I don't think so.
So what I would do if I were doing this is I would go to the first test definition, copy the line that was working, and then
but we deregistered it.
But you should still have the. So the great thing about task definitions is that
it's still there.
Still there.
Okay, it's still there.
And there's a new feature now that you can delete task definitions. Definitions now. So if you have 8,000 of them, you can go and delete the old ones.
JSON. Here we go. So let's break the code pipeline again. All right. Okay. Here we go.
There's two dones there. Why is there two dones?
Two dones.
Because there's two loops. So you're missing the
hold on.
Whatever that thing's called at the end.
Shall we move back to VS Code?
I think you might have just been missing the
done.
Yeah.
I'm not done. I'm done. So here, help me. Let me switch screens. This is easier when I had power. Okay.
You can't cross water unless you have power, Marty.
You got no power.
You got no power.
Okay, well, true.
So we want to get rid of that.
Undo what you just did. Oh yeah, you want to get rid of that.
No CLI.
So just change terrible to rock.
Oh yeah. 4x and whatever.
You want to know? You want to know the lazy man's way to do this?
Tell me.
Oh, what did you do?
I moved it to a new line.
So where it says AWS blah blah blah, just throw an echo in there.
Wait, what?
Right before AWS code pipeline. Oh yeah, right before AWS, just throw an echo in there.
Like that?
So it's just gonna print.
Yep.
So that won't actually run the thing. It'll just spit Okay.
This is called doing the bare minimum to finish a task.
That does not.
I left the bug in there. I just put a sticky note on it so no one else turns it back on.
Robbie has
I
solved.
fixed the glitch.
Robbie has solved the mystery of this entire quest here. Jim is both. You are right, Robbie. Okay, so now we need to go back to the new task definition, revision 1. Look, I love that it says hacked task def. Ha ha. Still, also, let's just keep that.
We're still looking at your
Oh yeah, thank you. I like I said, I'm doing Windows now instead of screen. Can't share my whole screen anymore.
Oh, this whole time on my screen, it was showing like the Mac search spotlight, and I'm like, why is AM leaving this on here? It was on my screen.
Oh, Richard, I picked well when I picked my team today. Okay, so that should work, right?
Yeah, let's do that.
Don't forget to update the service too to use the new stash definition.
Yeah, and then.
Why would I want to do something like that?
And then descale it.
And again, all of this are things that you would do automatically in your pipeline.
That's right.
Like because you don't want to be
if we had a real pipeline.
Yeah, if that hacker hadn't just deleted that deploy stage.
Well, I tell myself that the hacker deleted those steps in our pipeline.
It's best to think that way.
So now,
this broke in and undid all of our infrastructure as code. It was perfect before this hacker showed up. Everything was checked in through source control, and the hacker broke it all.
We had all those branch protections set up too.
Yeah, unit tests, integration tests. What's that weird like project sort of? Never mind. I'm going on a rant.
Going on a rant. The Richard Boyd autobiography, Going on a Rant by Richard Boyd. Okay, so perfect. Perfect.
I think we're going through all of the error messages. So we had like 503, now we have 502.
There you go. Yay!
In the words of the Nature Boy. Click ops is best ops.
Yes.
That next finish life.
I don't know that I agree, but it did work.
Now, if you go back, you should.
Technically, it's ops, right?
I think you get another 10 points when it's done.
10. Cash money. I'm spending this at the company store.
Whoa! Wait, no. We got like 200 points or something. Oh wait, no. Look at all the fix the pipeline. Is this like continuous scoring?
We just keep getting
they're continuous. So if you
keep clicking the pipeline. Keep clicking the pipeline.
Click it harder.
Yeah.
We're trying to build up the service team's confidence with how many runs it's had.
I just imagine the service team like somebody is like turning off their pipeline every minute, like struggling to understand why. Like maybe it's a use case we don't understand.
Wait. Hold on. What do we got? Look at this.
Yeah, you're done.
Done. First place.
10,000 points.
Yay.
Richard, you're retired to Boca.
Yeah, I'm retired. Yeah,
you're one of the Golden Girls.
I'm retired to Hong Kong. Like that's. I'm trying to find a place with the highest cost of living.
Well, I'm just going to say, as the glorious CEO, I get 95% of those points.
Oh, you are going to be living with Sophia.
Yeah, I really don't want to have to be the one to tell you this. AM and I formed a union. We have unionized. So if you want to discuss points, you have to go through our union rep, which is me.
So, Jim, I want to say congratulations because this is the first time in Step Up Your Game Day history that we have finished a quest on time, or actually even finished a quest. So that was challenging. That point where the code pipeline was getting stopped and abandoned was very frustrating and completely unexpected. That was tough.
That's it, and it's like something to keep in mind when the hackers compromise your system. They're going to try everything they can to keep control of that system or keep access to it in some way, and you might not think about the ways that they do it. So
you gotta go back to the mantra of least privileged access, right? I'm still very concerned that the IAM role inside that task is able to stop the pipeline. It shouldn't have permissions.
that is pretty silly.
Yep. Yeah. So
and security layers again, like security has to be thought number one, or you're going to be in trouble. And some silly hacker's going to stop your pipeline.
We were in trouble, weren't we, Richard?
I
think we still are, kind of.
I mean, you can't fire us. There's no one else to take our job. Like, and we know how the hack was there. Like, we'll just hack it again if you fire us.
Yeah, that's true. We just have to remove that one echo statement, and we're back to square one. So maybe we should ask for a raise, actually.
I want 10,000 more points.
Robbie's stuck with us the whole time too, and is congratulating us. Thank you, Robbie.
Yeah, Robbie is the MVP. Robbie's our union rep.
This guy.
Hold on. Since
the winner's hat. The winner's hat.
Since we won, I'll be back.
The winner's hat. What is the winner's hat? Oh. I'm so jealous of you guys' swag.
There we go. Yeah. We got you can't really see it very well because my lights are out. There you go.
I got it on my shirt. Wrong side. There. 10 years. Excuse me.
Only winners get to wear this hat. So I should take it off. But anyway, thank you all for joining us. We were playing a game day today. If you just joined us for the very first time ever, this show is called Step Up Your Game Day. I'm one of your hosts, A.M. Grabelny, the developer advocate for AWS GameDay, joined by the incomparable monster, Jim. The thoughts inside your head, Jim, are diabolical.
They're as devious as they are peculiar.
Yes.
Thank
you.
But
Jim created the quest that we played today. I will be dreaming of this quest later in a stress dream because of how difficult it was.
Yeah, Jim designs quests that make you want to try other quests.
Wait a second. That wasn't even a backhanded compliment. That was just pure mean.
We were joined today also by Richard Boyd, PMT for Cloud9, and dear frenemy of mine.
Yes. Best
but friend. Yeah, if you have never played a game day, you should go check out. I said earlier I would drop this into chat. Let me find should have it. I think it's just /GameDay on our main. Let's see. Is this the right URL? Yeah, everything's moving in slow motion because I am on my phone's hotspot. I just dropped in the AWS GameDay link. You can go check out what game days are happening here. You could come ask us to put on a game day for you. You can also reach out to your account team if you are a customer of AWS, and they can put on a game day for you. If you'd like to have a game day at maybe your local meetup, if you are not an AWS customer with an account team, let me know. Reach out to me. We can try and make that happen. We're going to be running some game day meetups in LATAM in a few months, I believe, is one that I know of that's going to be happening. We also run game days at various AWS events and some third-party events too. But I think we should be having some game days coming up at a few AWS events, some summits, Reinforce potentially, and reInvent later in the year. So check us out there. And if you want to play a game, hit me up. Let me know where you want to play that game. Jim, any parting words? Oh, we got Mongo. Yeah, MongoDB game coming up. Thank you so much, LinkedIn user. I don't know.
Convenient. LinkedIn user shows up at the last minute to save the.
Yeah. MongoDB.
That's
like
right.
You mentioned earlier, we have a lot of partners that build quests with us, and MongoDB is one of them, and it's pretty awesome. So. Yeah.
Yes, and they will be playing it at the SF Loft in San Francisco. It was actually Lorenzo, Jim, who posted that as
He was it. Lorenzo is my counterpart. He built the other half of Secure Legends that we didn't get to see today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
we
thanks,
will
Lorenzo.
be playing more of Secure Legend quests in future episodes too. So if you enjoyed this quest, you should subscribe to the channel and make sure you're here when we play those. Our next episode.
If you didn't enjoy it, you should still subscribe.
Because
like
Richard
and subscribe.
Yeah, because we need those numbers.
That's right. Our next show will be featuring one of our partners. Like Jim mentioned, we work a lot with partners. Launch Darkly. So you should tune in on March 29th to come see Launch Darkly's quest. So it will be AWS services plus you get to see hands-on using the product suite from Launch Darkly. Should be really, really cool. Jim, any parting words for us?
No, thanks everybody for watching us muddle through this today. Appreciate it. Thanks to you two for inviting me on. If you have more questions about GameDay, just hit that site up and maybe we'll be working together in the future.
I didn't invite you on.
Well, I was just being nice. I was just being nice to you.
Look, you're not invited to my birthday party. Yeah.
There you go. Be kind.
You need to listen to Steve McKenna. Be kind. Be kind.
That's it, man. Be kind.
Rewind. Sorry. Be kind.
I shouldn't have said I didn't invite you on. I wouldn't have invited you. Okay. Wow. Thanks for having me too. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Richard, any parting
Jim, thanks for putting this together. AM, thanks for inviting me. In spite of your better judgment. It was fun. I was happy to be here, and we got to talk about Cloud9, even though I wasn't planning on it. So it's great.
I think we still have our FCC license too.
We can fix that.
Now,
challenge accepted.
if you are new to the AWS on-air channels, we do this kind of thing all the time. We've got multiple shows running throughout the week. We've got AWS on-air's Friday show. If you're interested in learning about the latest and greatest from AWS, it's a show all about what has launched in the past week or so. So we run that every Friday. Features segments like Jeff Barr's news as well, which is always interesting to see what Jeff thought of the launches from the week. If you liked this show, I also do another show about coding with a guy named Steve Roberts, who is and I hope you don't hold this against him, but a developer advocate for .NET. Just kidding. So you can come watch Code Corner tomorrow. Actually, we're doing a Code Corner episode tomorrow, same time as today, 11 a.m. Pacific. If you are a beginner, you're going to find some content that we're going to do special for you. If you are a little more along in your coding journey, we've got a project corner as well that we do more in-depth coding. Wow, Richard Boyd, .NET is the best net. Oh, okay. We've also got a show about startups. We've got a show about all things security called Lockdown with Kyle. The startup shows with Jillian Ford, wonderful host. And trying to think. I think those are the shows. If I'm missing one, I feel. Oh, we've got a EC2 show too that just joined the channel as well. So check those out. But until next time, we're going to have to sign off because we're at time. But thank you all for watching. Thanks for the help. Like chat really, really helped us out today. Richard, we would have been stuck, I think.
If it wasn't for LinkedIn user, we would be stuck on the first step.
All right. We got to get out of here, but we hope to see you again in the future. Thanks for watching.
Bye.